E3 press conference after all these years. It's great to see the energy amongst gamers there. So we have a ceremonial mic for you to drop.
All right.
You can, just like a rap battle, you can drop the
right.
mic and walk off.
All right, I'm out.
Drop the mic. There you go. Trenton dropping the mic. Thank you, Jack.
Okay, so Sony is in a pretty good position going into this E3. They had a really good E3 last year. Well, I think in retrospect it was a really good year. It was probably a fine year, but because they had so much attention and so much positivity because of what happened with the Xbox, they kind of sailed that through the year and have took a massive leap of 2-3 million sold PlayStation 4s over what the Xbox has sold. So it's like 7-8 million now, whereas the Xbox is at about 5, and you know they're kind of storming ahead, and I think they need to try and maintain this momentum by not turning it around, by sort of misplacing where they are and being arrogant about it or anything like that. PlayStation Now is a really, really great idea for streaming classic games. I think it does a lot to stem the unhappiness of backwards compatibility, and I'd really like to know more about how it works. I'd like to know when, particularly here in the UK, I can get my hands on it, and I'd like to see that that's something that's really, really being supported, because it's really interesting. And I'd like the idea of being able to play classic games on my Vita or on the PlayStation 3, and honestly it could be something that persuades me to buy a PlayStation 4, so it's really interesting, and I'd like to see more, and I'd like to know that it works. Based on what a lot of things are saying, I'm really worried that they're going to kind of move over a lot of the PlayStation Vita during the conference and kind of just leave it out. And I understand that it hasn't sold, I mean it's sold fine, but it hasn't sold the kind of numbers that the 3DS has sold. It's maybe not met their expectations in terms of sales. And you know, I was a bit skeptical about the PlayStation Vita when I first got hands-on with it, first saw it come out in the marketplace, but now that I own one, it's actually a really, really nice piece of tech, and some of the games on there are really, really good. I think that the highlight for me is Hotline Miami, and it's just been a really, really great game to sit and play. But we need more games for it, and I think we need a more consistent lineup of games for it, and I think more variety of games. I think there's a great kind of, you know, with the JRPGs that are on there, that's all fine, but I think there needs to be more variety of the kind of games, and I'd like to see how they explore this whole console experience on the handheld. And I know a lot of people disagree with that, and that it's not what the handheld is for, but you know, with Borderlands not really working on it, I'd like to see what they could do in that territory, along with all the other kind of games that are coming out for it. I'd like to maybe see more of Hotline Miami too, because that looks pretty cool. Yeah, I just really hope that Sony don't forget about the PlayStation Vita, especially the relationship it has with the PlayStation 4, the connectivity, the crossplay and all that kind of thing. I think they should really push that, because that's something that no handheld has. The Nintendo doesn't have that, and well, Xbox don't have a handheld, so that would be really, really cool. Project Morpheus. I'm not skeptical, I'm unsure about the kind of applications for virtual reality gaming, and if anyone can convince me that it isn't another Kinect style gimmick, I think it's Sony, and I'd like to see more. I'd like it to become something that's not, you know, $600 or whatever, something that's so overpriced that no one's ever going to want to buy it, therefore no one's ever going to want to develop for it. And I think some of the ideas of horror games and that kind of thing are really, really interesting, but I'd like to see how that integrates into, you know, console gaming landscape and that kind of thing. And I think they need to start selling people on it now before it becomes something that they release and it doesn't really work at all. So I'd like to hear a lot about that while it's around. Yeah, just again, I need to see the games for this year that are going to come out that will convince me to buy a PlayStation 4. I'd like to see maybe some of the online features, how those kind of work. But ultimately, it's about the games, and they need to show me what's coming out for the system that's going to be worth me paying for a PlayStation right now. And both of them really need to kind of get on that for this year, because I can see, next year is going to be great for gaming, and this year I'm not so sure.